So, in this video, I'm going to talk about the time where I had probably one of the weirdest days of my life. It's not that weird, it's it's odd, and you'll understand why I say that. So in this beginning of this day, I got up early in the morning so I could get a haircut. So I go to the barber shop, I wait in the seat, everyone's fucking like smoking weed and shit. There's like people drunk and shit. The people cutting hair are drunk too, so then I don't know if I can fucking trust these dudes, but I've had my hair cut by them for years, so I kind of do trust them. And they're actually kind of better at cutting hair somehow when they're drunk. I don't fucking know. So I'm waiting there, they're offering me weed and shit. I'm like, no thanks, I'm a child of God. So then I'm just like waiting. It's finally my turn, right? And I waited like 30 minutes for the seat. And this dude, he's just like, he knows that I'm next, and he knows that I like being cut by him, like my hair being cut by him, because in my opinion, he's the best one. And I've been with him for like so many years. Not been with him like that. I mean like he's cut my hair. And so he shines the seat. He fucking like cleans off all the hairs. He taps that shit right there. He's like, put your ass right here, boy. And I'm like, why not? So I go there, I sit down. He's like, wow, you don't need a booster seat anymore. You're so fucking funny. So then he proceeds to cut my hair, and he asks me if I want to line up, and I'm like, yes, the fuck. So as he's lining my shit up, he's like, you know when they line you up, they're like directly in front of your face, because they're trying to pay attention and get the lines right. So I'm like trying so hard not to look him directly in the eyes and make eye contact and accidentally develop a love relationship with him. So I look away at like the EA Sports or whatever the fuck they were watching in the television. I don't know, some gangbang, mukbang, fucking something gang 6ix9ine, ching chang, ding ding. I don't fucking know. Some shit they're watching, some Jackie Chan video, movie, whatever shit. Tries to make a conversation with me to pass by time. And this guy, he's like asking me, what school did you go to? And I tell him, oh, I went to so and so. He's like, oh, what grade were you in? I was like, oh, well, I just graduated, this and that. And he's like, oh, that's cool, that's cool. There's actually this other kid that goes to that school that would get his haircut here. I was like, oh, really? That's pretty cool. I don't fucking care, but he's like, yeah, maybe you know him. And I was like, yeah, maybe. Like, describe him for me. He's like, oh, okay, yeah, he's tall. He has an afro, and he's black. And I was like, yeah, I don't think he's black. Yeah, I heard that the first time, but I still don't think I know that he's black. At this point, I was like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude? Like, why is he saying that over and over? And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I don't think I know him. He's like, are you sure? He's black, Yeah, I know, but just because you say that like 5 times in a row doesn't make me somehow realize who he actually is, because I kind of understood the first time that he was black, but whatever. And so after that, he just like pushes it off or whatever. And so I go back home and I change into my clothes after I take my shower, and I have like regular like chill at home clothes, like Hello Kitty t-shirt, fucking McDonald's shorts from Ronald McDonald or some shit. I hear someone knocking on the door. I'm like, it's probably no one important. So I go to open the door. My fucking driving instructor. I'm like, oh shit, like I forgot that day was the day I was supposed to drive with him. So then I tell him like, oh, like let me get ready, I forgot. So I go back in and I change and I go out, and he's like waiting for me. Dude's like Mexican stuff, but he doesn't have an accent, but he tries to speak Spanish most of the time, or at least half the time, to try to show that he's Mexican, I guess. He's like, yeah, man, I'm just like, I was eating a shit, fool. I was eating a shit, and like, I ate some quesadillas y también tacos de pork y también toda la comida que estaba, and I was, yeah, yeah. Anyway, so driving, huh? And so he's like teaching me how to drive, and like while I'm driving, he's giving me like small pointers and stuff, and he's trying to make a conversation as well, which is usual, because or else we'd just be awkwardly just in the car for like an hour or two, just sitting there. And he asked me, he's like, oh, what school did you go to? And at this point, I was getting a little nervous, because I was remember from the morning, right? And like my heart's being like, oh, I went to so and so. He's like, oh, really? Did you just graduate? Yeah, I did. Oh, do you know this one student? And I was like, oh fuck, I know who this is gonna be. I had this small bit, tiny chance and wish of hope that it's hopefully not this kid, it's maybe someone else, right? Like maybe someone else is trying to learn how to drive. So I asked him to describe the kid, and this guy's like, well, He's tall? Mm-hmm. He has an afro. Oh, okay. Uh-huh. Anything else? He's black? I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, really? This kid is like all over the place. Apparently, he's having and living the same life as me. This other fucking Brian dude, whatever the fuck his name is. Oh yeah, and I also forgot if I even told you guys his name. His name is Brian, by the way. I don't know if you could tell. What the fuck is this Brian kid doing all over my fucking world and shit? I move on. I tell him I don't know who he is. The guy's like, oh, are you sure? And I was like, you better not fucking say it. This kid better not fucking say it. He's black, you know. I don't fucking care if he's black after the first time you said it. Why do you have to repeat it as if it's somehow gonna make me go, oh shit, I do know who the fuck this random ass black kid is. Like, no, thanks for repeating to my head 5 times in a row to make me realize, oh shit, I actually know this fucking kid. Like, no, the fuck, I don't know who he is, and I won't know who the fuck he is just because you keep repeating his black trait to me. But I was like, okay, whatever, I just fucking move on. I'm just trying to drive. I'm trying to not fucking crash and just kill myself with this guy in the car. So then I get home and I have to go get groceries from the store. So I go to the local fucking Stater Brothers or something, and I get my milk, my juice, some chips or whatever, and you know, a lot of shit. And so I pull up to the motherfucking cash register, I that's what it's called. And so then there's this lady, right? And she's a super nice lady, you know. There's a lot of items, so she's trying to make small talk to pass by time, and she asked me what school I went to. So I tell her, and I tell her I'm graduating, and she's like, oh, there was this one kid that was just here, like, that went to your school too. He just graduated as well. He's in your grade. I don't know if you know him. And at this point, I think you know where this is going. So then she says, maybe you know him. He's tall? Yeah. He's, he has an afro. He's, he's black? And at that moment, I pulled out my Glock from my pocket. I shot up in the air. I screamed out loud, everyone stay in the fucking building and stay quiet. I whipped out all my fucking dicks. All 3 of them. I whipped out all my other guns, you know, my AR 360s. I don't know, those fucking school shooter guns, right? And then the lady's all terrified and shit. And then, like, there's all these police officers coming out of nowhere. The cars literally crashed into the building. My loaf of bread is just flying into the air. All my other things are just moving around. My chips have popped. Like, the bags itself, they popped. And so, where the fuck do they feel with just air and only 2% chips? Like, what the fuck? Anyways, so then, like, all this giant commotion is going on. Everyone's screaming and crying. All these babies are fucking crying as well. Everyone's crying. This fucking black dude's crying as well. Everyone's freaking crying, right? And then I proceed to just get the gun, point it in front of my face, right into my forehead, and just shoot. And then realize I was daydreaming. So I get my items, you know, I'm like, whatever. And I'm driving home, and I'm saying to myself, who the fuck is this Brian kid? And why the fuck is he all over my life? Like, why is it that he's in every single situation I've been in recently? Like, is he stealing my life or something? Or maybe we're just meant to be friends or something? I don't fucking know. I don't know. Usually at the end of this, there's some stupid moral of the story shit, but I don't even know what the fuck moral is. I guess the moral of the story is, stop repeating he's black. Stupid.